Hi everybody, Professor Benley with a series of 3 videos explaining Unit 2 discussion board. This first video, short video, I will be going over the assignment in general. Then the next 2 short videos, I'll be going over the topics that you may choose. Okay, so away we go. Your initial discussion board post is going to be due Friday, August 23rd by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Then on the 27th, your peer responses are going to be due by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's very important to note that after the 27th, I will not accept Unit 2 discussion board responses. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this assignment. Okay, so your initial discussion board post, this is what's going to be due the 23rd. You need to choose one of the primary sources that you can analyze, that you wish to analyze. Using this primary source, answer the following questions and use the template provided to complete the assignment. I will be sending you that in an email. So it's broken down the initial post into 3 sections. First is the context, which will be worth 20 points. Name the document you're choosing to analyze. Who's the creator of the document? Briefly describe the creator of the document. To answer this information, you might need to use what you've learned through IntelliPath or other materials like what I provide you in PowerPoints, etc. When and where was this document created? Again, you may need to use information from IntelliPath or my PowerPoints, what have you. Summary is worth 20 points. Write a brief summary of the source. What is the topic or issue discussed in the source? What are the creator's main points about the topic? And what is one interesting thing that was said in this source? So that's the summary portion. It's not so overwhelming if you break it down into the different sections, everybody. Okay, so the last section for your initial discussion board post is connections, which is worth 15 points. How does this source help you better understand the Unit 2 learning materials, particularly IntelliPath? Does this source support what you already knew about the topic? Let's say the Bay of Pigs, Cuban Missile Crisis, what have you. If so, how? Or does the source change the way you think about this topic? If so, how? So take a look at that. That is what is due on the 23rd of August. Okay, so you're probably thinking, oh, this is all well and good that I need to analyze a primary document for this assignment, but what in the world is a primary document? A primary document is a document that was written during a specific era of history that you are studying. So, for example, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s letter from a Birmingham, Alabama jail would be a primary document from the Civil Rights Movement. The Declaration of Independence is most definitely a primary document from the American Revolution. So within this assignment, you're asked to analyze a primary document and discuss the circumstances under which it was created and how this document still impacts us today. If you need a little more guidance in terms of what a primary document is, I have these 2 great links for you right here. Okay, so this is your topic list. Okay, in the second short video, I'm going to be going over the Bay of Pigs, the Cuban Missile Crisis, and the Vietnam War protests. In the final video, I'll be going over the women's rights movement, the Chicano rights movement, and Black Power. Okay, peer responses. This is what is due on the 27th, and after the 27th, it will no longer be accepted. So my advice, get the original post in and get these responses in. You don't want to lose points right off the bat for not answering your fellow students in time. Okay, so please get this in. Like I said, I've always said, the key to the 5.5-week semester is getting things done and turned in early. Don't let things snowball. Okay, so your peer responses, this is due the 27th again. Respond to at least 2 of your fellow classmates about their initial discussion board post. To help you with your discussion, please consider the following questions. You know, like I've said before, I love my students, and you all are very supportive of one another, but don't leave it at great job, John, great job, Sue. Why did they do a great job? You need to tailor your response to that student's post. And there are 4 key questions you should be answering in your response post. What did you learn from your classmate's post? Are there connections between what you learned from your source and what you learned about their source? What is one interesting thing you learned from your classmate's post? And what clarification do you need regarding your classmate's post? Okay. Grading criteria. This is the sheet that I will be using to grade your assignment. Again, I will be sending you the template. You need to use the template as a blueprint. And also keep this grading criteria sheet in mind when you are constructing your paper, your assignment, your discussion board. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm going to be using to grade your assignment. Context. Student identifies the creator, including a brief description. Student identifies when and where the document was created. I'm going to put my comments however many points out of 20. Summary. Student fully summarizes the document, identifying the main topic, the main points, and at least one interesting detail. I'm going to put my comments however many points out of 20. Connections. Student identifies connection between the primary source and the unit learning materials. Student includes a discussion of how the source expanded or changed their previous knowledge. My comments, how many points out of 15? Peer response. Student responds to at least 2 of his or her peers. You respond to 2 of your peers by the 27th, you will get the 10 points. Response content. Peer responses add new depth or insight to the current conversation and encourages further conversation. Encourages further conversation is quite key. I'm going to put my comments how many points out of 5. Again, get your responses in by the 27th because you don't want to lose 15 points right off the bat. Okay, academic writing. Student uses proper spelling, punctuation, and grammar to write clearly and effectively. References, if provided, are in APA format. I'm going to put my comments how many points out of 5. I total up your points and we put it over 75 for your final grade. Okay, so the pertinent information for this assignment. Your initial discussion board post is due August 23rd, which is Friday, by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Your peer response posts are due the 27th, and once again, after the 27th, they will no longer be accepted. Points possible for this assignment is 75 points. You can always email me, lbenelou@coloradotech.edu. You can always message me through CTU Messenger. And, you can either email me or message me, particularly on Mondays during my office hours, and I will get right back to you. Okay? So remember, there's no such thing as a silly question, just one you do not ask. So feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Okay, this is going to be the end of this short video. Again, the next short video, we will be going over the Bay of Pigs, the Cuban Missile Crisis, and the Vietnam protest topics. Alrighty, see you in a bit.